FinOps is about getting the most business value for every dollar that you spend in the cloud. It's about maximizing your current investments as you optimize your spend as you start to consume cloud resources. My name is Jaisson Mailloux, and I am a Director and Technical Evangelist at Kyndryl. How FinOps contributes to the business is important in many ways. First of all, you have to have the capabilities to forecast your spend and accurately forecast your spend. You have to be able to detect anomalies as they occur and to react to those anomalies. So when you think about FinOps, or even a better example would be generative AI. People talk about generative AI all the time here. And at Kyndryl, what we do is we help you understand what is the value of implementing generative AI. How am I going to get one more dollar of revenue if I invest in this resource and I move that resource or that workload into the cloud? So what it really does is it gets to the unit of economics. So if you're a doctor's office, can my doctor see more patients if I use this cloud resource? If I'm a manufacturer, can we reduce the errors in the manufacturing process, right? What's the value back to the organization? So the most challenging thing about implementing FinOps really is getting the engineers to take action. I actually sit on the board of governors for FinOps.org, and we recently did a survey, and this is 2 years in a row where it was getting engineers to take action. The problem is we don't align the KPIs across the board within the customers. So finance has one set of KPIs, engineering has another set of KPIs, the business units have a separate set of KPIs, and they're not in alignment. So when finance says, I can reduce the spend that we have in the cloud by taking away resources from a perfectly working machine, the engineers are not motivated to do that. It's a perfectly working machine. Why would I invest my time and energy to do that when I'm not motivated to do it? So really aligning the KPIs across the board is the most important thing to get the engineers to take action. Yeah, another challenge of implementing FinOps is really because it's a cultural change, that's a hard thing to implement. I mean, if you think about it, we're empowering engineers to do their job, and we're giving them access to a lot of resources to do that. So if we're going to give them access to that, we have to have a methodology and a process in place to hold them accountable at the same time. Now, one of the things that one of my customers said at one point was, my engineers can spend $10,000 quicker and easier than it is for them to spend a $10 mouse. So if we're giving them access to those resources, we have to have a process to hold them accountable. So where I recommend customers start their FinOps journey is first go to FinOps.org and download the data.finops.org survey so you can see what other customers had issues with implementing FinOps and so forth, right? But the key is FinOps is not a tool, it is a methodology. That's the one thing that we need to make sure we understand. There's no magic tool out there. It is the people, the process, and the tools that make FinOps work. And so if you need help along your journey, and remember it is your journey, if you need help along that journey, then you can ask Kyndryl Peru to come in and help you with the journey. So we can help you execute against the automation, the containers, the functions as a service, the generative AI, and we can mitigate risks as you implement those services. But really, it's not a cost optimization. This isn't about reducing your spend, right? This isn't about saving money. This is about making money. And that's what FinOps does. That process, that methodology helps you understand the real business value for implementing that. There are many benefits of implementing FinOps like we talked about, but one I think we should probably focus a little bit more on is sustainability and how FinOps can drive the sustainability initiative. So most people think of moving to the cloud in IaaS. But if I can move up the stack, I can do things like infrastructure as code, I can do functions as a service, containers. And when I do that, I'm not only becoming more agile, but I'm lowering my attack surface, so that helps with my security posture. I'm lowering the power consumption, which helps with my sustainability initiatives. And I'm lowering the cost, which is just great for everybody in general. And so as you start to implement the FinOps methodology, it's absolutely going to help you drive your sustainability initiatives as well.